we go. So this morning I am joined with Sweena. Sweena, please tell us who you are and where you're from.
Hi, Vicky. Thank you so much for having me here. As you've mentioned, I'm Sweena. I run Love and Light Loughborough. I'm a energy healer, Reiki master, teacher, sound practitioner. I'm a Tao Hands practitioner, and I'm based in Loughborough. And I hold space for transformation through energy work, ancient wisdom, and sound.
Amazing. Amazing. Um, my brain's just gone completely dead on me there. That's not a
Yes.
good start, is it? So what got you into doing what you do now?
Right. So my path to healing was born from grief. I lost my husband at the age of 29, and 10 months after, I lost my mom. They were the two pillars of my life or my being, and losing them within a year's time was very, very hard, and it took me to the darkest points of my life. So I am somebody who's kind of embodied um, healing through that, is what I'll say. Because when I was down in that darkness, healing is the one thing that I discovered. And it brought me out of that darkness. When people used to say there's always light at the end of the tunnel, I never used to believe that back then. Um, But now that I've come on the other side, on the light side, through energy work, through healing, through immense blessing of universe, I truly believe that it is definitely there is light at the end of the darkness, but you need to do the energy work to come out to do that.
Yeah, absolutely do. I completely and utterly agree wholeheartedly. I don't think anybody that comes into this space doesn't come into it from a space where they didn't think they could go on anymore. Um, I know for myself, it was through the doctors because they were like, yeah, you can be a wheelchair by the time you're 40, blah, blah, blah. That was like my push to get more involved in it. But actually, there was so much more that pushed me into it. Like, I reached a point where there was nothing else left. I needed to try something different. And if I wasn't open to different, my life looked really freaking bleak. Um, so I mean, that's quite extensive grief that you experienced at quite a young age as well. Um, so what does that bring you into now in terms of how you bring love and light to people?
So when I was in that grieving moment, things like Reiki helped me. My Reiki master gave me citrine crystal and said to me that, oh, your solar plexus is out of balance and you need to hold it. And I was a skeptic, I must believe. I am not somebody who used to think that healing is everything. And I thought, what is this stone going to do? But that stone transformed my life. I hold so many crystals right now. So right now, so basically healing, I did not choose healing as a career. Healing came and chose me, is what I'll say. And one very fine example of that is that I was exhibiting at one of the festivals, and I had this Tao Hand practitioner who came up to me, said she's read my Akashic records and I should be doing Tao Hands. And I was like, I don't even know about the modality. And she's like, no, 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 you don't understand. You got to do this. This is meant for you. Um, and I must admit, I ignored it at that point. And then a week later, I was at another event and I got picked the cards by a past life regression practitioner. And the cards she picked was take action, education, and wisdom. And it was Lao Tzu, which is Tao Hands. So it was amazing how things have been coming to me when clairvoyants used to say that you are going to be an emotional healer. You're going to heal others who are um, in a similar situation as you. And I never used to think that, no, 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 I'm at my breaking point. How am I going to do that? And no, that's why I think this soul-led work kind of came towards me. And now I just, with the blessing of universe, I have these lived experiences, and that's the reason why I bring that love and light to people because I know when they are at the darkest moment what they might be feeling. So it
Yeah.
comes with love, it comes with empathy, it comes with a lot of light that I can hold through these healing modalities to hold people in that space.
Yeah. And this is a common theme.
Yes.
A lot of spiritual entrepreneurs don't plan the pathway, it
No.
becomes the pathway. Um, I remember when I turned around to my one of my very early mentors and I said, Ranjana, how can I go and be something for other people when I'm still feeling all of this grief, trauma, pain, disconnection? And she said, so you're trying to tell me there are no business women out there in the world that haven't got trauma, Vicky?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, but I don't feel like I can deliver that because I'm still processing my own stuff and I don't think I'm ever going to be healed. I'm never going to be healed. I've got so much to heal. This journey is going to be a lifetime journey. And I was in a very, I wouldn't say victimized, but I was in a very down,
Yeah,
depressed.
when you're at that down
Yeah,
dark
yeah, yeah. It
spot.
was really, really dark. When I first started doing this work, I was, being honest, I was more or less suicidal. So it was a tough call of you have to take what you've got and work through it. But also, just because you're experiencing something doesn't mean you haven't got the skill set to help somebody else. And what Ranjana said to me that day was, Vicky, when you allow yourself to step out of this space and go and help someone else, it's going to really help you. And I didn't understand what she meant until I was in a session with a lady who had quite chronic childhood trauma, extremely talented,
Yeah.
really low self-esteem. She basically had a broken back, and they had to put her back together with a cage. So it was a metal cage. So as you can imagine, every day she was in
Pain. Yeah.
extreme pain. And this one day she came to me and she hopped up on the Reiki bed, but I combined Reiki with EFT at the time. So I
Yeah.
did both to help really activate. That day, she left my space, standing up straight, pain free, and she went on. She'd done like 3 or 4 sessions with me. She went on, she got married, she had changed her career, she got off of pain relief, she got off of antidepressants, and she kept in her life completely transformed. There is not, that was the day
Yes.
that my own stuff got pushed aside and I delivered in a way that change someone else's life. And it's hard to comprehend it
Yes. Yeah, I get
until
you.
you've
I totally get you.
actually done it. And then that was the moment. And I thought, do you know something? If I do not show up and deliver,
Yeah,
I'm being a really selfish bitch. And that's what I said to
I
myself.
get you. I get you. It is the lived experiences that we have lived brings us our clients. They are definitely soul aligned and soul assigned clients. And yes, like you said, if we don't serve them wholeheartedly, it doesn't make us, it makes us very selfish. And we kind of generally, I think everybody that's into healing are not that kind of souls. They are not selfish people. They're very empathetic people. They want to serve. They really want to serve from the bottom of their hearts. So I totally get you, and hats off to you to help that woman in such a way. And it just it must and it does, I suppose, with the love that you've shared that story, that it just brings so much joy to you that you could help that woman. So hats
Well,
off to
that day changed my entire career
you. Yes.
because that was the day I realized that I had to just stop being inside my own head, and I needed to serve. I
Yeah,
needed to help other people because that was it was like giving me a new purpose.
yeah.
But as it evolved, I changed and I stopped focusing on trauma. I work in trauma. I'm very good at helping people overcome trauma, but it's definitely not my focus point. So you have to take what comes and learn. And like, I don't know about yourself, but I absolutely didn't plan the path that I'm on.
Oh yeah, same. I didn't, like I said, I didn't, I was running multiple other businesses. Healing was not one of them and never wanted to be, but
Yeah.
it was just that I was helping so many people, friends and family. Anything that I've learned, anything that has helped me, I was trying to help people. And there are certain healers that I know in UK that I met for my own healing, and they were like, Sweena, but that's where you healed your X, Y, and Z. That's what you did. That's what a healer's job is. I
Mm.
still never used to believe that until then. I think the universe gave this push where I just started people started coming to me, is what I'll say. It was not friends and family, it was friends that started coming, and then they were like, oh, why don't you do this? And that's where Love and Light was born. And I thought, okay, well, maybe this is required. I've been pushed this way for a decade now, and I've got to do it. So yeah, that's where Love and Light was born.
Absolutely. It always comes from a bigger meaning than us, I think, as well. It's never about us. As
No,
light workers, as energy workers, the work we do is never about us. And
no.
it's always about the people that need us.
Yeah, yeah. And
And I
there's so
think,
much, sorry, and there's so much ancient wisdom that some people hold that we can bring to this world to bring that light. And I think I'm just blessed and honored to be one of them. I was born and brought up in India. I was born in a Sikh family, so I have a lot of understanding of Sikhism. I went to a Catholic school, so I do used to go and pray in the church. All my friends were Hindus. I went to a Hindu college, university, so do understand a lot of Vedic philosophies and stuff. Um, so yeah, it's a multicultural, and now the Tao hands that I do is ancient wisdom of Tao. It's literally, yeah, I don't know how we can
well,
recap that.
Sweena, we are absolutely delighted to have you with us for this year's
Thank
Business
you.
Ascension Awards.
Thank you.
You are joining us in literally 2 weeks. So,
Yes.
when you first received the email to say that you'd been nominated, how did that make you feel?
I was very surprised, I must admit. I never saw that coming either, and I don't know who's nominated me, but whosoever's done it, thank you so much for your trust in me, for going and nominating me. And it was just like, oh my God, do you really think so? And I was actually nominated for three categories, and I had to answer for three. And I was just like, again, coming in your own way, I was just like, yeah, maybe two of them, but yeah, no. And I'm truly honored that have I've been nominated. I've become the finalist of both of those categories, and it truly, I just feel like bowing down to the universe to bring this opportunity to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's always I think the unexpected is always the most valued. So you've got through the nominations, you've processed that recognition, acknowledgement, and then you entered and you were then notified that you were one of the finalists. How did that make you feel?
Again, very happy and honored. I won't say somewhat surprised, but not as shocked as I was at the nominations. But yeah, truly honored that I even deserve to stand with some of the people that I'm actually in this category with. Everyone in this award ceremony that's been nominated, that's a finalist. They've come through a journey of immense work that they have done for their own healing field and the spaces that they hold. So being part of that, being standing next to people like that, it's incredible, and I am truly honored.
Yes, we are honoured to have you here to be able to celebrate the magic that you're bringing to the world, to really showcase the life-changing space that you've created within your own spiritual business. Um, Sweena, we're going to be meeting in 2 weeks in person. We've got a full-on day, full-on evening celebration. There's going to be a lot of us coming. There's going to be a lot of things happening between speakers and activations and energy work and all of this stuff that you don't normally get at a conference. What are you most excited about?
Oh, actually, I am really looking forward to synopsis in the morning and everything, all the activities that's listed and being part of that and actually doing some of these activities to amplify my own energy. I think I'm really looking forward to that and meeting all these lovely, lovely people that are going to be part of these awards. I attended one of your meetings and I managed to go into a breakout room with Trish, and it was just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm in a room with somebody from US that I might have not crossed paths with otherwise. And yeah, I think I'm really looking forward to the networking aspect and really meeting these lovely people. So
Yes, I think you're all going to be very well acquainted by the end of the day.
yes,
That is definitely something that we're bringing to the table.
I'm
Um,
pretty sure with your say with your guidance, we will be doing that.
Absolutely. And we'll definitely be pushing you all out of your comfort zone as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. Sweena, where can people find you?
So I'm Love and Light Loughborough. I am on Instagram. I'm based in a studio in Loughborough and I do online sessions. I have a membership, monthly membership if people want to join. My website is loveandlight.uk. People are more than welcome to come and find me via my website. And I'm more than happy to hold a very nurturing space and a safe space for them, like I do with thousands of people in my area.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me for this
Thank
live
you.
today. And can't wait to see you. So for all of those that are listening in, checking us out, that getting a bit curious, make sure you get your ticket for the event. And if you
Yes,
haven't
today
got
is the
a ticket,
last day.
it is. And if you haven't got your ticket for the event, make sure you get on the waiting list for next year.
Yes,
Right.
indeed. All right. Thank you
Thank
so, so much
you.
for your time, Vicky. Take care. Love and light to you.